Today we're embarking on a unique challenge. Can we purchase an entire gaming PC setup from these 5 popular big box retail stores? And if so, which store setup is the best? Starting with a trip to Costco, our goal is to find a gaming PC, a gaming monitor, gaming peripherals including mouse, keyboard, and headset, a desk, and last but not least, a chair. Now, Costco is well known for their bulk offerings and their cheap hot dogs, but who would have guessed that they low-key carry a bunch of PC gaming stuff as well? In fact, the first thing I saw walking into this Costco was a 49-inch Samsung Odyssey monitor, which I definitely did not expect to find here. For $1,000, it's cheaper here than you can find online, but can we also find a gaming PC here that can fully utilize it? Well, it looks like we have 2 pre-built PCs to pick from, although both quite literally have the exact same specs and are listed at the exact same price. Actually, scratch that. The MSI one does come with an additional 2 terabytes of hard drive storage that the iBuyPower one doesn't at all. So it looks like the MSI pre-built for $1,100 is our best bet. It has a 13700F, a 12GB 3060, and 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. And, well, for $1,100, it doesn't sound like the greatest deal ever, but it definitely could be a lot worse. Like, for example, the exact same computer selling for $1,900 new on Newegg. What the heck is that? But regardless, we do actually have a gaming PC from Costco. It does come bundled with a keyboard and mouse, although we do have this option for a Logitech kind of like office-y vibe bundle if we wanted to upgrade to that as well. We already saw the 49-inch Samsung monitor, but there's actually tons of gaming monitors to pick from here, including this Acer Nitro 34-inch ultra-wide Quad HD 165Hz 1 millisecond display that at $270 is actually a pretty sick deal. Furniture can be pretty hit or miss at Costco, but I was able to find this adjustable height desk for $200, as well as an actual gaming chair. This is the DPS Centurion, which honestly was pretty comfortable in the 30 seconds I sat in it. That rounds out our entire gaming PC setup here at Costco. So for $1,869.90 out the door, that'll be a tough act to follow for the next stop on our list, GameStop, who very recently announced they'd be selling PCs and PC components alongside their more typical console gaming offerings. Inside the store, it looks like there are plenty of gaming peripherals, even some literal GameStop branded mice and keyboards, which I've never seen before and we'll have to try out sometime. That said, all in all, these peripherals are basically the only things we can check off of our list. It could be that their PC and component stock is only being sold online or at one of their other 3,000 stores, but hopefully our next stop over at Best Buy will help turn things around. As soon as we walk through the door, right away we see tons of gaming PCs, monitors, and even components out on display. So here at Best Buy, we're gonna have some fun and try to build the most powerful gaming PC that we possibly can. There's honestly a pretty random assortment of parts to pick from, so hopefully we can actually put something together that is cohesive. They do have a Ryzen 9 7950X and an X670 motherboard, so we're off to a good start. And the GPU options are kind of hilarious. We can pick from either a 580 or a 6950 XT. I think we'll go with the latter. We can also grab a case, a power supply, an AIO, DDR5 RAM, a couple of NVMe SSDs, and even an activation of Windows 11. Just like that. It's a pretty dope PC. There are tons of gaming monitors to pick from too, even this 4K 144Hz display. Now that's what I'm talking about. And while we have tons of options for our gaming mouse, keyboard, and headset to check off our peripherals, we start running into some issues when looking for a desk and chair. I found an abundance of refrigerators and stovetops, but apparently this location doesn't carry more basic office supplies. So the best I could think of was building our own custom desk setup out of a 4K TV box and some speaker bars. And while it's probably not for sale, we could also sit on this stocking ladder to complete our gaming PC setup. Altogether, with our custom PC and TV desk, we could technically walk out of the store with everything for just over $4,000, although $1,000 of that is just this makeshift desk. Regardless, that's in the running for the best gaming setup from these retail stores. So let's see if Walmart, of all places, can top it. Before we head inside, I'd like to chat about today's video sponsor, BetterHelp. If you found that something's preventing you from achieving your goals or interfering with your happiness, the good news is you're not alone, and BetterHelp can help match you with one of over 30,000 trusted therapists in their network. Over 4 million people just like you have turned to BetterHelp to start living healthier and happier lives. And to get started yourself, you can click the link down below where, once signed up, you'll be able to fill out a quick questionnaire that helps assess your specific needs. After which you'll get matched with your therapist in typically around 48 hours. From there, you can schedule your sessions to be conducted only through messaging if that's most comfortable to you, although phone call and video call options are also available. And if after even the first conversation your therapist doesn't feel quite right, which is totally normal, BetterHelp allows you to easily switch to a new therapist at no cost to keep things nice and simple. If that sounds like something you'd like to try, or if you think therapy would be a benefit to you, consider using BetterHelp by clicking the link down below for an additional 10% off your first month. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Now let's head into Walmart to continue our PC gaming setup challenge. With over 5,000 physical locations, Walmart on paper is the most popular retail store on this list. And once inside, we immediately stumble upon some gaming laptops, which is a good sign, but not exactly what we're looking for. There's actually no obvious gaming desktops out on display, but after a little bit of digging, we can in fact find this one pre-built CyberPower PC stuffed inside the display case. With an RX 6700 and a Ryzen 5 5500, it's listed at $800. Not necessarily an awful price considering the exact same PC runs for over $1,000 on Newegg. But regardless, there you have it, a Walmart gaming PC. And it turns out we can do slightly better. I ended up finding a total of 2 PCs hidden down in these cases. And the second one's an iBuyPower Slate 6 Mesh with an RTX 3060 and an i5 13600KF listed around $1,200. Both of these pre-builds come bundled with a mouse and keyboard, although Walmart has actually tons of offerings for gaming peripherals as well. Specifically Razer mechanical keyboards, mice, and even headsets, which satisfies our gaming peripheral requirement. I'm also super surprised to see just how many gaming monitors they have on display as well. Check this out, 165Hz 1 millisecond 24-inch gaming monitor on sale for $100? That's not bad at all. But while there's an abundance of gaming monitors to pick from here, all of them seem to be limited to the full HD 1080p range. No signs of 1440p or 4K monitors for us to upgrade to. Despite that, we can still check off our gaming monitor from our list. Now onto the desk and chair to complete our setup, which at Walmart should be pretty easy to find. Sure enough, one aisle over, we come across this basic looking desk and office chair setup, with the option to go for a true gamer chair upgrade to fully round out our Walmart gaming PC setup. So for $1,576 out the door, that's a solid contender for the most affordable setup we'll see all day, although it's ever so slightly more expensive than the final stop on our list, Target. On paper, Target and Walmart are fairly similar, but their tech selections for the sake of this challenge are surprisingly different. Headed to the back of Target, the only computers in sight are laptops, which is definitely going to limit our gaming setup. Aside from these Chromebooks, there are actually a few gaming laptop options locked away, but spec-wise, the best we can come out with is an RTX 3050 and an i7 12650, which for just under $1,000 does at least come equipped with a 144Hz refresh rate screen, which is good because here's the selection of external monitors that we have to pick from, none of which are high refresh rate or gaming specific. Alternatively, we could grab one of these 4K TVs to plug our laptop into to basically sacrifice the 144Hz refresh rate smaller screen for, a 60Hz larger screen. Maybe that's the move. And thankfully, there are some PC gaming peripherals tucked back here as well, with a surprising amount of brands to pick from. Razer, Logitech, and even HyperX made the cut, with the best deal probably being this $130 HyperX bundle, which includes a keyboard, headset, mouse, and a mouse pad. Not too shabby. Although so far our Target setup is looking kinda sad, so why not keep that trend going with our desk and chair? Even though we do have a more typical office desk and office chair to pick from, I think our janky setup rightfully calls for a folding table and chair combo to fully round things out. For a mere $50, these guys complete our Target setup, totaling an out-the-door price of $1,489. And with Target being the last store on our list, it's time to compare all of the setups we've seen today and determine which one was the very best. Starting at the worst though, the only obvious loser today was GameStop, being the only store that you couldn't walk into and come out with a gaming PC, a monitor, desk, chair, and peripherals. And while Best Buy setup had the most powerful PC by far with that 6950 XT, I am going to have to disqualify them as well due to our makeshift desk situation. Target was the only location that didn't have a dedicated PC desktop option, and while there's nothing wrong with gaming on a laptop, for the sake of this challenge, I'm going to have to pull Target out of the running as well, leaving us with Walmart and Costco. Both of these stores successfully completed this challenge by allowing us to walk out with an entire PC gaming setup. But which one is better? The pre-built PCs are honestly pretty similar. They each have a 3060, although Costco's CPU is slightly better, the 13700F over Walmart's 13600KF. Although technically you could overclock the Walmart one because it's the K variant. One of the biggest differentiators between these setups is the monitor. Costco ended up having a much larger selection of gaming monitors to pick from, including 1440p monitors, curved monitors, in comparison to Walmart's 1080p limitations. Despite that, Walmart's overall setup was significantly more affordable, clocking in at $1,576, nearly $300 cheaper than at Costco. And that doesn't even take into account that you do need a paid membership to shop at Costco at all. So taking that exclusivity into account and the fact that there's like 6 times as many Walmart stores across America than Costco's, I honestly think that Walmart takes the crown in this challenge today. So congratulations to Walmart. And that said, Costco's setup is technically a bit better, and their return policy makes it super enticing to buy all of this stuff from Costco instead of anywhere else. They have a 90-day no questions asked return policy for this tech stuff, which is over 3 times as long as Walmart's return policy. But yeah, now that you've seen all of these retail store setups, if you had to just walk into a store and come out with an entire PC gaming setup, which store would you pick? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I've been Mr. Yeaster, your tech tinkerer, and I'll catch you in the next one.